Okay, well, thank you all very much for the opportunity to be here today. I appreciate the invitation to speak at this first MacPac inaugural Phoenix conference, and it's an opportunity that I've been looking forward to very much. So I'm happy to have a chance to be here, and I appreciate the lengthy and elaborate introduction. There are some things that I'm actually very proud of when I was the governor of Virginia. I'm very proud that we cut the car tax. That was something that was very important to the people of Virginia, very important to people who were coming along, who were either millennials or at that time were going to be millennials, because we found that young people who had to share the same concerns. At that time, they were coming out of college and they were getting jobs and getting started with careers, and they didn't have anything. They didn't have a house, they didn't have any bank accounts, they had probably big student debt, but they had a car. They had a car. But meanwhile, the localities were loading on big taxes on those cars. So sometimes millennials, or people who are similar in their views to millennials, ended up having to take that tax and put it on a credit card. So now you're paying 18% sometimes on a tax on the only thing that a young person who's trying to get started has. So I'm very proud that we cut the car tax. I'm proud that we worked very hard on higher education. If you looked at, we did cut the tuition 20%. If you looked at the scale on how higher education support was going, you'll find it was flat coming along. And then all the Gilmore administration went way up. Of course, after the Gilmore administration came back down again. And the reason was because we didn't want the colleges to take the hit. We wanted to give them the money, but even though we were passing on a tax cut through a tuition cut back to the mothers and fathers. So there are other things we did too, 4,000 new teachers, but you know what, that's all old news. It's time for us to reach out to the millennial community of the state of Virginia, and indeed across the United States of America, and draw them in to the conservative movement and the Republican Party of Virginia and of the United States. Now, I'm looking forward to this conference here today. I think this is great fun. I already had a chance to listen to some of the people who were up here. Emily Brewer is running in Suffolk, which is one of my adopted hometowns. That's where my wife Roxanne is from. And she was just telling me she's a 32-year-old woman running for the House of Delegates against a guy who's charged and under indictment for spousal abuse and child abuse. So it seems to me that the time has come to put a millennial into that seat, don't you think? And it was great fun to listen to your candidate for Commonwealth's Attorney. I remember the first office I ever held was Commonwealth's Attorney for the county of Henrico. And you know, that was a time of great change. I was only the second Republican Commonwealth Attorney in the history of Henrico County. And they ran the first guy off. So it was a time of great change, but after 6 years in that office and running once for re-election unopposed, then at that point, of course, I moved forward and ran for the Attorney General position, was elected to that, then elected to be governor. But I enjoyed very much listening to the people up here who are millennials who are getting ready to go into public office. And I'm looking forward to this debate. This is going to be good. I see Ms. Gillespie out here and others who are probably here in the room, and it's going to be great to listen to this wonderful debate as we enter into this terrific campaign for governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general here in the state of Virginia in 2017. It's vital that we win this race, and if we have the support and the concerns of the millennial community in the state of Virginia, we will win and elect the governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general in the state of Virginia. And we must. I mean, my heavens, when you don't do the job, look at what we got now. As governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, look what we got. My goodness. So this is a vital time. If we're going to make change in a positive way, we need to win the state offices, and I'm looking forward to these remarks. I'm going to try to stay here and listen to as much of it as I can. These people who are going to be in front of you today are stars, all of them. They're really good leaders. Some will have more success in their background than maybe some of the others do, but nonetheless, they're all people who aspire to great leadership. Now, just a few things. Let's talk a little bit about the future and about where we have come from and where we're going. Well, where we have come from is the Obama administration at the federal level, and that has been just awful. It's been awful. And, well, yeah, sure, you can clap, that's all right. But here's why. And I don't want to just throw a rock at President Obama. I mean, he's out of office now. He can't defend himself. I know how that is. But the fact is that we have now suffered 8 years of no economic growth. Now, he comes back from time to time and says, well, I've created jobs. But not nearly at the pace that needs to be created when you're coming out of the Great Recession like we were. Sure, he created jobs. Any economy of the United States is going to create jobs. The question is it at the pace that's necessary to actually create a robust economy? And I'm telling you, it has not been. The economy of this country has to grow historically at 3.2% in order just to stay even. My economist told me just a short while back, if you're not growing at 3.2%, you're actually losing ground. During the Obama years, we rarely grew as high as 2%. Most of the time it was flat, no growth at all. What's the result of that? No wage increase, no increase of paychecks, no increase of the standard of living. Millennials not having the opportunity to get their career started. And people in this room, and most of your friends have been more successful than that, but you know people who are struggling trying to get their career started. They're living at home because they can't get going. So many of them say, well, I'm waiting tables and delivering pizzas because I'm looking for that next opportunity. In a stagnant economy, that opportunity is slow to come, and that is the indictment of the Obama administration. Now, you think I'm blowing smoke? Besides the fact that the statistics are there, here's the fact, and the Democrats can't stand it, they can't handle it. And the fact is, we won this election because we carried at least 4 states that nobody expected us to carry. The Democrats, in their arrogance, believe that their sort of semi-Marxist kind of thinking about the economy was going to be the kind of thing that would be adopted, and it was rejected. It was rejected in Ohio, it was rejected in Wisconsin, it was rejected in Michigan, and above all things, it was amazingly enough rejected in Pennsylvania, and we won the Electoral College and Donald Trump is president of the United States. Why? Because working men and women in those industrial Midwest states rejected the Democratic Party's direction. The Democrats can't handle it. Look at what they're doing today. Well, the problem was the Russians. Right? The Russians, they caused the election to go this way, or some other wild or crazy theory about this. But it's always or Jim Comey of the FBI, he's at fault here. That's why Hillary Clinton wasn't elected. They can't handle the fact that it is the policies of the far left in this country that was represented in the last administration that was rejected by the people of the United States in their respective states as reflected by the Electoral College. And they can't handle it. They're on there every day saying, well, she got more votes. Yeah, they ran up the vote in places like California and New York, but the fact is the Electoral College is intended to give us a true democracy, and it did in this particular case. Now, millennials. I run a nonprofit. I want y'all to keep this in mind. I want you to write this down, and I'll come back to it later. I run a conservative nonprofit. It's not political. We don't, not partisan. It's actually very political. We are talking about public policy. We don't do partisan politics. It's called AmericanOpportunity.org. This speech is political. AmericanOpportunity.org is not. But we do talk about the policy issues that are in front of us. And the fact is that we now have an opportunity for change that we never would have had with Hillary Clinton. We have a chance today, a chance. Hillary Clinton was running on doubling down on the same kinds of policies that were hurting this country. Donald Trump promised change, and that's why he got those votes. Now, we have an opportunity for change right now. Millennials need that. My economist told me, he said, during the Obama administration, and we started this program to talk about economic growth and tax reform to create growth, And when I was putting this all together, my economist said, we are really shafting millennials. We are really shafting. They're not getting the career opportunities. They're not getting the job opportunities that a genuine, robust economy would give them. They're not getting it. As a result, you may recall that Hillary Clinton expected the millennials to vote in overwhelming numbers for the Democrats. It was going to be added to their menu of special interest groups that they were putting together to create the majority. They didn't get anything like the youth vote that they thought they were going to get, because they were being, the youth people of the country, the millennials, were being shafted by this policy. And they figured it out. They either didn't vote or they voted for us in very large numbers. In addition to the working men and women of the industrial Midwest. And those are the changes that we've seen. So these are the things that have to be done, and these are the directions that we have to go: a big and robust growth economy, and a foreign policy that is at least involved in the world and creates the opportunity for stability and American values and Western values in the world. These are the great missions that the United States has ahead of us. The great missions. Barack Obama did not carry out a foreign policy mission. And now we have seen a world in which we are in great danger. The Russians creating all these problems in their part of the world, in Europe.